Hello friends and welcome. This is Maria from mariaxcraftingcorner.com and I am so glad and excited that you are here. I am going to work today in a fourfold card. Oh my god, that turned out to be tongue twisted here, which is weird. But I happen to be that I really want to learn how to do mini albums. And I don't know if you uh, hey, how are you? Debbie, I'm so glad you're here. You know what? I love fun folds, and this is cute. The whole thing is, I don't know if you've done mini albums. I have never done one. I had a friend that introduced me to them, like, I don't know, 8 years ago. And it was just not something that I like have done for some real weird reason. So, I decided I need to learn more about it. And what that's meant is that I'm going to learn little by little, and you guys are going to learn with me in the process. So I hope you guys like fun folds and mini albums because this is sort of how it's going to look like. Super quick, I just want to let you guys know that the starter kit is really amazing this month. Until May 31st, you have the ability to buy for, I always get all confused, for for $99 you get about $190 worth of product, and I just think that is such an amazing opportunity. You don't want to miss it, really. Okay, let's go to the crafting table. Same as always, just in case, I do have all the measurements and everything that will be in a free PDF tutorial. It will be in my blog, and so you guys can access that, and that will be probably I want to say about an hour and a half after the live. It will be available, but I just want you guys to know that you don't need to go ahead and like take notes because it will be all available. I will also include the measurements down below and the link to the blog, so don't stress about it. I just, it's one of those things that when I am watching somebody do it, I want to be able to focus on how they're doing stuff and then kind of go little by little and realize how the measurements go. Okay, so let me move to the crafting table. Oh, and this glare is awful, but I just wanted to let you guys know that our annual catalog Beauty is out. I'm using today the Tea Boutique. I love this suite, is gorgeous. I'm not going to be using these cards and envelopes, but I'll be using the paper and the stamp set as well as the die cuts. Okay, and if you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I will love to send you a free catalog. Okay, so let's get started. It's not a long card, I promise. I have two other examples of the card, but it's just a funny one, right? Like I wanted to do a bit more, but it just didn't work my way. It happens. Okay, we're going to start with a 6x6. Oh, another quick thing. Let me do that. So I hope I can see me. Nope, maybe not. Oh, well. I was trying to show my face, but I guess it's not working with me today, so it's all good. We're going to do a 6x6. I have the measurements, and those will be also included in the PDF tutorial for the just the A2, the 4¼ by 5½. Okay, so we are going to work with this one. This is a sweet sorbet. It's one of our new in colors. I really love the Stampin' Up has that ability to just create just a little bit of a difference between one color and the other, and they're different. It's crazy. I just find it so crazy that there's such a difference between the Poppy Parade and the Sweet Sorbet. Like you see them and they're like, oh no, they're more or less the same. And then when you put them together, they're really not. And I do appreciate the fact that they have this magical color coordination. Okay, so now we're going to get another piece and we're going to bring our trimmer here. And we are going to cut at 6.5 by 6.5. I am pretty sure there are many other ways to do this card. I just saw it on Pinterest, saw the concept and figured out I would create it my way. And this is what I came with. This is what it seemed easy to me, so there's no mistakes along the way. And yes, you can ask me how I found that out, because I had tons of mistakes as I was making the card. The learning curve was kind of big, and so I just want to let you know that yes, I'm making this sacrifice, quote unquote, whoops, quote unquote, for you. Okay, let me try this again. That's me, and I'm just trying to see. There you go. Okay, let's see if that's going to work. Ha! That's it. That's what I wanted to do. I'm fairly new, not new, fairly new to make this this actual of changes in the in this funny program that I'm using. Okay, so let's start with, we have our 6 by 6 and we're going to cut it at 2.5. Okay, so we go to 2.5, making sure it is the half, because you know, you just never know. Okay, and then we're going to cut both pieces at 3.5. So that's pretty easy. Okay, let me bring that one here, bring our other piece, and again 3.5. And what you're going to get is these 4 pieces, and I'm not going to take my trimmer just yet because we're going to use it here in a second, but I just want to show you. So we're going to have one piece here, one piece here, and what we're going to do is turn over, maybe that's the way to say it. So the smaller piece we're going to put in here, and the bigger piece we're going to put in here, and that way we're creating a little bit of a difference when it closes. I'm not sure if you're able to see it. I think it is sort of easy to see. Okay, so it really looks super cute once it's done. It's a little messy as it is right now, but it really is worth it. So you have to create a flap, right? Because we need to attach these to our card base. So the way I figured was the easiest for me, again, was figuring out where I'm putting it, like here, where do I want the flap, and then cutting the extra. So what I'm saying by that is, for example, this one I would like to open towards the top. Let's see if I move this a little bit, which means that I need to score here, and then I'll cut here. And that means, for example, that this piece I can make it open towards the side. And that will be completely dependent on you, on how you want this to look, right? But this is the basics. So you put them together, you score on the side you want the flap, and just take the rest over, and scoring first. And that's the reason why our card was 6.5 instead of the 6, because we're going to take a quarter and a quarter in the process. So going back to my card, I forgot where I wanted to score. Okay, I want to score on the top, I said. So let's say this is the top. So we're going to score at a 1/4 inch, right? And it's always, that's one of the reasons. Let me move my trimmer a little bit here. This is one of the reasons why I love my trimmers so much, is because I'm able to use this, the other side. It helps a lot. And now on that other side, we are going to cut it. Is that making sense, Debbie? So we have our first flap. And now I'm going to say this. I am going to um, glue them. So I'm going to leave, and I am sorry about the glare. Fun story. I was trying to improve my lighting today. And not today, it was actually during the weekend. And we like to grow veggies, right? And so we have our own, like in our own big light for growing them and whatever. And I'm like, hey, that light, it's like amazing, we should use that. Too bright, and it does not have a diffuser, so I need to get one with a diffuser. It's in my to-do list now. So I do want to go back to the card and say I want to start putting these together at the same time, so I don't lose, and don't get lost. Not don't lose, I don't get lost. And because I am using my trimmer still, because we're going to be gluing and scoring and gluing and scoring, and I know it's not very, that's not very friendly, but again, I just thought it was easier. When I was doing it before, it was not. If I left it, I made a couple mistakes. So again, I am here to make the mistake so you don't have to. I am using our tear and tape because it's a quarter, so it will do just right. And although it takes a little bit of time, I know it's pretty strong. And our whoops, our Stampin' Seal Plus is a little bit wider than what I need here. And to be fully and completely honest and in full disclosure, okay, there it goes, it's fighting with me. I don't really enjoy the glue because I'm always make a mess. Okay, so this is this corner I'm going to use, right? This is a fun thing. I was trying to do it, and it ended up being easier for me to know. So this is my corner. I'm turning it around to put it like so, and it doesn't matter, I guess, in the very beginning because this is squared, right? But it's what really worked best for me. I am not very good at gluing things straight. I've mentioned that before. I'm not lying about that. So now we know this is how the card is going to look like, right? And so it's much easier to go from there and decide where you're going to go and score and where you're going to go and cut. And it's going to move that there. And so this one I'm going to score in here because I'm going to create this flap so it opens this way, okay? And so we're going to score here real quick, making sure it's got the hole. And then I'm going to cut on the other side. See, there it goes. Okay. And I just saw that one of my pieces fell off. And now we are going to do this. By the way, I forgot to score my to fold. Use my bone folder here. Do that. It's usually much better. Okay, so let's go ahead and again use our little silicone craft sheet. I always just remember the craft sheet, please, and forgot the silicone part, which is, by the way, the important part, because that's the reason why things don't get stuck to it. Oh my God. So Debbie, how is the heat out there in Arizona? Because it was pretty warm in here today, and I'm in Colorado, so I'm just wondering if you had like a tough day heat-wise. Okay, now we close this one, and I am going to fold this. And yes, see what I'm saying? It's much easier for some reason if I have this corner here to guide me. So you know, you do you, whatever makes it easier for you, that's what needs to be done. In my case, actually, yeah, in my case, it's just, you know, a little bit. And I don't know if you saw that, I glue it. Let's see if it's gonna come off. It's a tiny bit off, and I want to take it off, but I don't want to damage the whole thing. So what I'm going to do, because that's sometimes a little bit easier, is just going to take a hair of cardstock in here so it does not interfere with the other flap. Okay, and so now we have two flaps, and let's go ahead and decide where so this if you see here, this is the same size. So this is the one that's going to go here. And this is, oh, just kidding, Maria. And this is the one that's going to go here. Since this is opening up, I want this one to open to the side. So I know now that I need to score on this side. So go back again to the trimmer. I know it's a lot of moving parts. I hope it's not, oh my God, 103. Oh, Jesus. That is quite hot. Oh my God. Yeah, that is quite a steep. I mean, don't get me wrong. So I am from Costa Rica, right? So living in Colorado is, you know, I get married and I live here. And so in Costa Rica, we have warm, we have humid heat is how you say it. And so I have to be honest, it's awful if it were that the temperatures were that high, because with the humidity, it's just, oh my gosh. But whenever we have had, you know, 100 here or whatnot, I feel like it's the end of the world. And I know that's a little extreme and exaggerated, but that's how it feels to me. So I don't know how you guys do it out there. And that's why I was asking, because I was like, oh my gosh, that's too much. Okay, I hope my big head is not showing. I'm just making sure it's not. So let's go ahead and put the other little piece and take off. And I do not like to use a tear tape for that reason, because it does take a little bit of time to use it, you know, compared to glue or compared to our Stampin' Seal Plus. But for this part, I think it's worth it. It's worth it to take a little bit of time to make sure that it's going to be glued correctly. And here we go again. So this one is going in this corner. And I'm trying to make a better job than I did in the other one. Without getting my big head in the front. And there we go. We have one, and we have the last one. Yay, people, we made it. So I want this one to open up here or down at the bottom. So I know that I need to score on this side. And we're going to go and score at 1/4. I almost got it. And then cut on the other side at the 1/4 inch. Oh, Jesus, yes. You know, you read my mind, because I was thinking about that. I was thinking, how much is it when you, I guess it's the same that it is in Colorado for winter, and we have those crazy super cold days, and then we have to, you know, our utilities bill get crazy expensive when you're doing the whole, you know, warming up your house, which in our houses, we have the advantage of using wood. We have a heat stove, which is awesome, because it helps us not to pay the $600 like you're saying. So I'm glad you guys have solar. That's got to be very, very convenient. Okay, so this is our last piece, and we're going back here. So just to make sure, let me take finally the trimmer off, so it's not in our way anymore. I don't think I need it anymore. Move this out of the picture, and we have our little piece here. So we know that this goes here, it goes up here, and like I said, this is what really makes it easier for me. I just hold it together, look at that corner, and try to line it up. I know you guys have heard me say this tons of times. This is handmade. If somebody's expecting perfection, then they should go somewhere else. But I'm pretty sure that whomever receives these will love them. So this is how our card is going. And of course, it's going to have a belly band. I was going to say belly button. A belly band here to hold it together and to be able to give it. The example I saw actually had ribbon, like ribbon to attach here and ribbon to attach here. So you had like 2 different bows, but I didn't love it. So I figured a belly band would do. Bottom line, if you're interested in doing something like that, then you just have to glue it now, probably put the ribbon right now before you start matting these. Okay, so let's start with, isn't it cool? Do you like it? I love it. This, again, I'm practicing to learn about mini albums. Of course, if you want, Debbie, if you want to go like into it, then not that you have the measurements, you can make this double the side, and then you can fold it and fold it. Does that make sense? And so, you know, somebody can open, or fold it here, and so somebody can open extra. But that's kind of what I'm learning. That's the piece. And you're learning with me. So I decided to use from our tea boutique these colors. Actually, I'm pushing myself because I always tend to go to the like pinks and blues and purples for whatever reason. And so I'm like, no, I need to look at other colors, like pushing. And these, and I wanted to show you, and I guess that if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, these are the, this is the paper. I think it's just really gorgeous. So yes, if you think about it, these are the colors I was thinking of. And they have a lot of mix and matching with those colors, which I really appreciate. See, like there's a lot of stuff that you can work to make different cards. So cards like this, they get, you know, different pattern colors. I love this paper. I am in love with it. So anyways, I did take, of course, you know, right? It's, oh my God, is that one, you know, which is the other one, Debbie? Well, let me start by saying this. I love all the papers that they put out in this new catalog. I'm just going to say flat out, I don't care. It sounds like, oh my God, you're not really like looking at it. I just, all of them. Like if I had the money, I would buy all of them. Now, the Hues of Happiness, it's in my top one. I've done several cards with it, and every time I just love it more. I just can't help it. Okay, so I have all these measurements, and these are all the pieces. And yes, you know me, if you've been following me, I do decorate the front and the back. And this is very important here because not only do you have this here, you know, you have to cover this, but it's just like when it opens, so you have, you know, more color. I guess I can't help it. I love patterns. That's my addiction to paper. You don't have to do the same. You can just put white right in here and write or stamp, you know, just sentiments and make it a lot of fun. Okay, so let me, because I of course had it kind of organized with the colors. So this is one spot. This is the other spot, and I think this is the last one, and this is the one that follows, and I'm making these wrong. Okay, this is the back. Sorry, this is, it takes a little bit of some time. So I want this one here and this one here. So I get, and that's the other thing, right? These can get very busy very quickly. And so I think that it's a good idea to just put some white and do some stamping so you kind of like not get it all crazy. This is the one that I have here. And sorry, that shouldn't have happened, but it all mixed and matched for some odd reason, which is not cool. Let me see. And this one, yes, is the one I'm putting here, I think. Maybe, okay. Reframing, not that one. It was this one here and this one here. That's how I wanted it. Sorry, I just got like, I mixed them all. So today was one of those days that I was late. I hate being late. I started some bread early in the morning that didn't work. It's a whole story. If I had time, I'll tell you all about it. It's just so ridiculous how it went. Okay, let's start by stamping here. And I have already here ready using our cup of tea, just these leaves. And I'm just going to center them and then use, it has on top the flowers, and I just love them. So I'm going to use the Parakeet Party, which is one of the colors, the ink colors. And I don't want to do it, so two things I have to be mindful, right? One is the belly band is going to come here, and let me move this. And so I don't want it to put it too high so you won't be able to see it. So I want it like towards the bottom, okay? And if you hear my dog, yes, he is here, and yes, he is complaining. He wants to go out. First he wanted to come in, now he wants to go out because, you know, dogs, of course. And so I will let him out here in a minute before he starts like really crying. And I am going to bring our sweet sorbet and just get a pop of this beautiful red, super happy red. I am in love with this colors, the new ink colors. Oh my god. So this is one of the things I love about Stampin' Up, and it is that you have the ability to create, to have both stamps. I don't know how they call. Do you know, Debbie, how they're called? I know they have probably a special name. I'm really bad with names here between us, but you can put them together and create a different new image, right? Or use them separately. So we're going to do this. I think this go like so. And love it. I love it. I love it. Well, because he's here with me, and I lock my door when I'm doing the live, so I have less distractions. I mean, ADD in my defense, right? So I try to be very mindful when I'm doing the live, so there's not like a whole lot of craziness. And I'm just, oops, I just have these little enjoy, and I'm just going to go real quick and stamp it in red. And just stamp it like up here. If I had those, oh, you know what? Is there any? No, those are flowers. If I had the butterflies that came, which was the, it was with the one of the sweets in the mini catalog, that would probably be better. But I didn't get them for some odd reason, and so here we are. I didn't get them. Right, I love it. Maybe it's just such a happy colors. I have to say, well, I'm fairly new to Stampin' Up. Let's start with the basics. And so, excuse my reach there. And so I really, you know, don't know much about the previous in colors, but the 21, 23. So the Fresh Fresh is one of my favorite colors. I have to be fully honest with you. And you know, the evening green, the soft succulents, oh my god, I love them. Absolutely love them. Okay, so we're going to, this is what I've been doing lately, as of late, because this way I don't mess it up, or let me rephrase that. I mess it up less. So I put it on the sides and then put my finger on the other side, and it makes it a little better. So I don't have to like get all my head, and I'm looking to see if my head isn't there in the way, because yeah, my eyesight is not all the way there. We would love to, but it's not. And now I'm going to go ahead and put them together, so I have an idea of patterns and where they're going, and make sure that everything is going where they should be going, right? So now things you have to be mindful in this case. This is going up. So if I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this just so it's easier to glue it, not glue it, to adhere it. Yeah, it works. It was better if you just put it out here. And my dog keeps like kind of trying to cry. He's so funny. Okay, so we have the first one. So, and now, see? Hey, Susie, how are you? We are making a 4-fold card, and this is how it looks like. It's not too complicated. It will look cute once it's all decorated. Okay, so this is the one that goes here, so we're going to do that. and Susie, if you can, what's a storyboard? I don't know what a storyboard is. Okay, you guys, I am so sorry about this, but I'm going to have to let my dog out before he starts like crying out loud. Give me 2 seconds. Go up, Sissy. Sorry about that, but you cannot let him hear because otherwise it's going to start crying like, "Arr!" And then that will be fun. Okay, so I'm just doing again these. This one is not a problem because these obviously does not have an up or down side or direction to it. So really we don't, we don't need to focus a whole lot. Now there was another thing. I try to focus more on this case in getting it center, but if I feel I'm not doing a good job, I tend to go up. Just, I don't know why. I feel like if it looks in here, then it'll be easier to see it if it's doing better, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so Debbie, you have to tell me what a storyboard is because I have no clue. Oh, it's just delayed. It's the delay. Ah, so I have not seen one. I will have to research that and do that for my next try. Okay, this is the other one we're going to use. I love this paper. I am such a flower person. I'm wondering how to build that. Like yeah, I don't know. It's but what I like, Debbie, because I do like a lot. How do you call this? Like scenes. And so you can probably do something super cute with that, with a scene. Yeah. That's a great idea, but I don't want to mess it up. Let's be honest. That is hilarious. Oops. Okay, that one didn't want to go straight, but we're going to do this one. And again, that's the advantage of this paper, that it's so beautiful, right? You do not have to worry about it all because it just makes the job easier. And finally, I thought I lost them again. Oh, I'm a flower person, and that's why when I saw this one, I was like, oh, and I love these like patterns of little flowers and little leaves. Oh yeah, that gets me going. I love them. Okay, and again, this is the advantage of this paper that does not have an up or down or a direction to it, and then you don't have to pay much attention to that piece, because it's always a mess when you do. I hate it when it happens. Oh, I love that saying, especially when stamping, because I mess it up a whole lot. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. I love it when people are like, yeah, you will not be able to mess that up. Come on, come on, girl. Okay, I have here my two other pieces. This is going to be, so this is going to go here, and then that way we kind of remove the flap. We won't be seeing the flaps. And then we're going to create a little scenery, not scenery, but with the cup, something in the corner that gives us, the ability to write. And so this is going to go like so. And ta-da! I like it so much. I have to be fully honest with you. I just love it. But of course, like I said at the beginning, I have the patterns for these, and I'm just trying to remember now how I had envisioned it. So you guys are going to be working with me. I think this one is here for sure. I think this one was this one, and then I wanted to create something with this one. So, and again, you can make even a smaller thingy, a smaller panel here to put, the white, the petal pink, the DSP, and white. right? In one of the other cards, I used the white actually in the back, but I just wanted to use the Petal Pink because it's so cute. That's the other thing. Ah, some colors. I love the colors, certain colors. I almost messed up. So things I've noticed, I'm getting better at putting things straight. Yep, that, you know, you have to count your blessings. I guess that as I am making cards more often, and this is, let me stop that thought. This is what I was talking to before about making sure that you were going to put this correctly. And is if you feel that it's too big or it's too short, I will I will move it a little bit towards this score line, then giving it, then putting it, you know, the these too close to the edge, because I think that that way, I mean, I do like the idea of having the sweet sorbet look in there. So I know for sure that if it looks here, it will not be too noticeable, but it will be completely noticeable here on the other end, if that makes sense. Let's go with this. So I since we're here, I'm gonna tell you guys what happened to me today. So my husband started a keto diet. I'm not sure if it's like keto. What's the name of it? I'm not sure. Anyways, it's basically a keto diet, right? And so, you know, in keto you cannot eat carbs, and or you have to have like super reduced carbs and whatnot. And so I decided, you know, I'm a supportive wife, of course. And so I decided I was going to learn things, keto things. So I learned how to make tortillas because I cannot live without tortillas. And he found a bread recipe today, like yesterday. And I made it, but I made it like on the, yeah, like fast, like not taking my time. And then I didn't have the right yeast, and it was kind of a thing. So anyways, today I work from home, so today I was like, okay, at my lunchtime I'm going to get it going, and then it will be ready for dinner. Delicious, right? Super excited. So Maria, that seems to not know how things work, you have to put like the dough, put it with a piece of like wet uh, um, like a wet towel, and put it in a warm place, but not heat. So I put it in, you know, inside the oven. That's a great idea, right? And it needs to be there for an hour. So since I'm working, I'm like, I'm going to turn you know, the timer there in the oven. Well, it happens to be that it turns the oven a little bit, and my beautiful plastic bowl melted. Just letting you know, I had to, that's why I was late, because I had to do a whole new batch of bread. Jesus. Anyways, that's for you guys to laugh. It's okay. You can laugh at me. It happens. Oh, it was just so funny that it happened that way. And I'm doing that because I don't know if, because I'm talking, ADD here, I made a mistake and it's not completely straight. I don't know if you can see it. It's less noticeable, but it's sad. Okay, and we're going to stamp here. And I am going to use this bigger piece. I'm just taking away my stamp, which is Rebellious. And we are going to use, because this one is on this, I'm still going to use our sweet sorbet. So, and we're just going to create like a leaf here, a leaf there, just to create, oops, I have not used this one, so let me try it here. Make sure everything is looking dandy. I think it's better, okay. Just kidding. Okay, just, you know, some big you're so funny, sis. You know what? I don't think I didn't know that that it would turn on. Like I was completely sure that it was not going to. And so I was like, great, that's, you know, a great way for me to not forget that my dough is ready. And yeah, anyways, the little thing is all in the garage now. It's looking for a better life. Oh, geez. I did make the bread again. It seemed to be good. So just wish me luck. I'll tell you guys next Thursday, next Tuesday how it was. Yesterday it was really good. I mean, I have to say for, you know, because it's just like coconut flour. It's a mix of coconut flour and something that's called arrowroot flour. And what's the name of the other thing? And almond flour. Hey, Bobby, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So we are going to stamp in here. And I'm going to use this one. And I know I should get a few more of our stamping blocks instead of coming back and forth. So now, because this is going to go here, let me move this a tiny bit. And now that I think about it, I want it on this side. I'm going to make it on our Petal Pink. Oh, I've never had a bread maker. Our you know why? Maybe it's because our kitchen is small, and so I have no clue, like, where would I put it? That would be like a disaster. So I'm just going to use this one. I really, again, I have not, hey, have not used this one. So I am going to try it here. And that's why we all love our grid paper, because it's the best place for us to play with. And let's move this out of the way so I don't make a mistake. And we are going to go here. And yes, we are going to create a little scenery with the thingy. So I'll bring my parakeet party and these beautiful friends, which, by the way, I have not used before together for some reason. I don't know. This is the first time I'm using the cup of tea, except a little card that I made for a friend. This is the first time, and I'm amazed that it's the first time because I really like the whole concept, and yeah, it happens. So let me take disaster out of the way because we all know I am messy, and I don't want it to be messy. Where's my sweet sorbet? There we go. Okay, and so now we go back again to our little flowers. And I don't know if you can see it, but this has got a little bit of extra red there that I don't need in my card. And going back again to put this. Oh my God, I love this. It's like I could play with this thing all day long. I really think that Stampin' Up! Has like special people that designs these things that figure out how to get you going, right? Like, really, how are we going to get these people you know, to buy more things? And that's how they just know us. Okay, so in my outside it says enjoy. Okay, and so I'm trying to figure out, what do I want better? And I think I like to take care of yourself. I do love these let's get together soon is probably one of my favorites. I love that. I've used that a couple times just because it's so it's such a, like, let's get going, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to put that one out there, bring our little thingy here. Where are you? Nah, I'm just messing this up. And I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to use, just to create some change, I'm going to use the Parakeet Party. Sometimes that's the only thing I don't like, is that sometimes the names are so complicated that I am like, I have a hard time pronouncing them. So by the way, think about Paper Pumpkin Kit. Like I have to practice in my brain before saying that out loud. Because it's so, it's just so, like, it's one of those words like, I'm trying to say it, people, but it just does not work well with me. Okay, so that is our inside, and we're going to glue it, not glue it, I keep saying glue it. Adhere it is the elegant way to say, to our base. And I don't know if you see that, there's my dog's hair, because why not? Oh well, nobody's gonna see that. So we're going to go ahead and glue this, adhere, haha, panel and panel, making sure that it's centered as possible. And here we go. This will go here. And I just think it's so beautiful because it allows you a lot of space to write. I am so glad you like it, Debbie. Oh, I made one that I am in love with, I have to say, like really, really in love with. But that's because I have a soft spot for gold. And I don't know if you guys saw Sarah today in Facebook in her live. She was saying that you had me at gold, and I'm like, oh my God, that is so me. Whenever somebody says gold, I'm like, yeah, that's me. Where, when? It's just ridiculous. Okay, so this seems to be a tiny bit not on the right. Okay, see how wonderful. Hey Lisa, how are you? I'm so glad you joined us. Okay, that was kind of there. I see it. I see it again. I don't know why, but I am. There you go. A tiny bit to the left. That's it. Ta-da! There we go. Isn't that super cute? I am in love with this. So let's do, I said a belly band. Two things I found out is when you have a big card like this, nothing fits because, you know, nothing is long enough. So this is a 12 by 1 3/4. But yeah, pretty much that's the reality. We're going to have to put something here, of course. I mean, that's part of the beauty of it, but yeah, just so you know, that is true. And what I did is I just took some of our basic white and embossed this with, I forgot the name of it. Oh my God, from the garden, this embossing folder. It's in the, it's not even in a mini catalog. I think it's from our previous catalog. I love that one because, like I was saying before, but see, glitter. So you're probably in love with those how they call that paper that comes in the ink colors that it's all glittery. Oh, I love them. I love them. I am so glad that you joined us, Lisa. I saw you, like, I have my computer right next to me, and I saw you texted me something, and I'm like, I'll get back to you later. And I could have, didn't. Technically, you could score these like at 3 and 7, right? Oops, see that? I almost made that mistake that always kills me. But since I already used a little bit of it, might as well. We just know where it's supposed to be. So, like, I think it's scored at 3 and 6 3/4. Oh, and I am using, again, it's not my favorite thing to do because it takes longer, but I think it kind of adheres better to the, oops, to the embossed paper. Maybe I'm making that on my own, but I don't know. I know, again, it takes a little bit longer than the usual. Okay, and the next one. I figure you did. Yeah, I know. I really loved it. It's beautiful. I'm a shiny person. You know what? I know. No, I am like a ferret. You know, the ferrets like everything that's shiny. That's me. Just so you know, and I am not even worried that this is going to be not fitting because I know that already. We'll just make sure that it is centered within the width, but not really within the length, if that makes sense. Because the reality is, yeah, we don't have long enough paper. Let me tell you, the things that you discover. I am just glad that you get to do the cards previous because, yeah, it's the only way. Okay, so we fold this. And so what are we going to put in the middle? Okay, so we have these like so, and this will go like so. And I have circles. I die cut them previously because of course it's much easier. Here's what I've been thinking. So I like this paper, obviously, very much. And I want to put some vellum on it. And then I was not sure if I want to stamp the other cupping here and then just put it in here as our closing band. I don't know how even you call it, like so. And so that way it will be right here. And I don't need to worry about the sentiment because I really have a tiny one down below. The other thing I was thinking was kind of die cutting it, but I didn't die cut it ahead of time. Oh, you know, that's a really good idea, Sus. I like that idea. Huh. Well, I did get a little piece of these because I am sure I may use it. You know, when you're like, that's gonna work. You're gonna laugh. I don't know how to make bows. I think I've said the cup. Okay, so when you say the cup, like the cup, die cut cup, or just the stamp and then go from there. Does that make sense? I didn't die cut it. I don't know why. Did I mention I was a little later than I wanted to? Because I was thinking, you know, this one, sorry, the glare, and then die cut it, and maybe in here, because it fits barely, but it will look okay. I think you guys are right. Let's die cut it. It'll take 2 more minutes, and it's not a big deal. Okay. Since I already have this one, well, might as well do that. And I am going to put it in red. You know what? Nope, I'm gonna do it in Petal Pink too. And I'm avoiding blacks today, which is weird because I like to color so much. Okay, so we're gonna die cut that one. And our friend is here. We'll use you. Oh, yes. You know what I was thinking? Ugh. Well, too late, Maria. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. I was thinking that I could just die cut this in that other pattern, in this pattern. Would be too much pattern. Pattern and pattern. Yeah, no, I got too excited there. Okay, so now, okay, let's die cut this friend real quick. I have my die cut machining here and I don't want to bring it up there. So you'll excuse me for one quick second. Because I am already very messy as it is. We don't need any extra assistance. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I had also, by the way, thought of just using red. But I did not like just the red. I wanted something in below, underneath. Let's see. Let's bring our belly button. I keep thinking of belly button. I don't know why. Yeah, I think I like this very much. Okay, so we're going to add, you guys know that we need to be mindful where we put the glue when we're doing some vellum, but I'm going to put dimensionals because yes, I think we all have an addiction to dimensionals. Let's face it. Let's be honest. I just love them. Whomever came with that idea of like being able to pop up stuff and giving some 3D was brilliant. Brilliant. And I am thinking, no. I was thinking, should I put some of the other, but that would be too much. So let's center it. And we're going to put our, do I want more dimensionals? I don't think I want more dimensionals. Let me, there she is, some glue. I'm just going to put some glue in here. And I'm using glue because before I could not use. Oh, yes. Oh my God. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. And then we'll put it here. And that way, that's moving. That's going to need some loving there to stay. So we're going to let it stay for 2 seconds on its own. So I don't mess it too bad. And then I was thinking, you know, bling, 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 what do I want? And so I don't know if you guys registered for the new, oh my God, I always forget those names. Why is it I don't forget? But I got these. They came for free for that. And these are my, oh, Jesus, Maria. My Petal Pink, and I think I'm going to use this because they're, first of all, they're really cute and I've not used them, so let's think about that. Okay, let's make sure that this friend is glued. Seems like it's doing okay. And so we're just going to grab it here and grab it here and it'll be done. And not a problem. Kind of like not ideal, but it works. So I just am going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus, put it towards there, and then go the other way around. And that will do. And I am doing it backwards. I think that I always do it. Oops. And I'm like, you know, you always put the adhesive on the actual DSP in this case, but in this case it's much easier because we know exactly that this is going to fit. And we can go all the way there. And then we have our belly band. And so, how am I on time? Oh my God, it's getting late. Sorry, I talk too much. There it is. Ta-da! The Stampin'Up Creative Workshop. Well, they send these for free if you subscribe to it or plan to attend. And I have to say that I didn't, sometimes you can't see them very well when they definitely send them on the, you know, on the web. You just can't see them. And oh my God, when I saw them, I was like, oh, I love him. And I'm going to put one in here. And another one up here just to make some fun statements, and probably the big one, I think right there. Yeah, you can see them good enough. Okay, this is the card. Do you like it? Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. So you just open it and ta-da! Oh, I love it. I really like it. Okay, so this is the first one. Let me move. Let me not lose my very thingy. And these are the other two. And I told you guys that I also have the measurements for the 4¼ by 5 and 1/2. And this is made with the mini catalog. Was it Sweet Conversations? Well, that's the paper, and the nuts and bolts that I absolutely love. I love those robots. So this is the other one, just funny one. And this one I did make a difference, and it was I did make it, oops, a card. So just a regular card, and then you just decorate the front, because there was not a whole lot of space here to write, but you know, I figured. So this is that one. I love this nuts and bolts kids. And finally, and this probably, obviously, the one I like very much. I guess, ferret, we said. This happened earlier, like it fell apart. Let's see, I pushed too strong. So what I am finding is that in some cases, maybe it's a better, remember that I just designed this, so I'm not sure if it would be a better idea to make the these flaps about 1/2 inch instead of 1/4 inch. Oh, a 6x6, 6x6 envelope. Look at this. Isn't it so cute? I love the paper. I love the in the moment. Like, I cannot tell you. It's just have the 3 things I like. It does not have crafting, but it has coffee. Well, I think it's coffee, of course. Coffee, reading, and wine. Man, there's no, and I just use this. And this is the belly button. Right, I love coloring. So let me show you real quick. I don't think Stampin' Up has 6x6 envelopes, but you can find them in Amazon. And there you go. And they even sell it. These are like a 6¼ by 6¼ So yeah, I mean, it's again, I have the problem of liking bigger cards. I think I have more space to decorate, I guess. And so definitely I do that. Now, I wanted to show you guys as part of the video, and I missed them all the way, of course, because why not? The cards that I will be using for my online class. And I know you guys are demonstrators, but and this is what I am calling, let me move this out of the way. Oh my God, messy Maria, that is playing with acetates. So this is the first one. This is the second one. Hey, I have to say I adore this one. Right? And this is using the Sweet Songbird. And then this one, which is using, what was the name of this? It was from the mini catalog last year. But there you go. And then I have this one. This one that I really, really like. It's just a easel card with that one. And finally, this one that I am also in love with. So I want you to guys know that I am doing that online class. If you're a demonstrator, I think the class with the PDF tutorial and the video will cost like $15 or something like that. $10. I have not really thought that process, given it a lot of thought. The whole goal is to get people to buy 35 or more, and then you'll be able to be part of my online class. Okay, ladies, what do you guys think? Do you like it? I am so glad you're going to case it. It's not complicated. And right, I love acetates, Debbie. I just fell in love with them, and I was like, I have to figure out how to play with them. And that's a great excuse to just keep playing. Okay, so I am glad you guys liked it. here are the cards for today. Well, this is the card we made. It is called a fourfold card. And like I said at the beginning of the case of the video, it was I'm trying to work on learning how to make a mini album, and this is I'm taking little steps, and these are my first steps. Right, I love the Christmas one, both of them. um I love this one. This is brilliant, and I am so sorry about the glare. Ugh. And I love this one. I love this set. It's just glorious. So I think these are, great additions. Again, I just had to promote that one. So you can go to my blog, my website, mariascraftingcorner.com, and use my host code, which is there, and you'll be part of that online class. And let me see some other things. If you're interested in a free catalog, just shoot me an email to, let me take that one, Maria at mariascraftingcorner.com, which, by the way, I find out today that it was not working. All this time I'm saying, hey, send me an email to this, and I never got it because, yeah, technology beat me. That was not nice. It beat me badly. I thought it was working and it was not. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing this time, and I hope, guys, you have a wonderful rest of your day. If I get the paper pumpkin kit, the new one, I'll do my Thursday video. If not, I have a backup video from our March paper pumpkin kit. Very cute, by the way, but I really, really wanted to use the other one. It's, again, so colorful and bright. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye.